Howdy all and welcome back to the channel. Okay, so Happy New Year everybody. It's nice, isn't it? 2021. Let's hope for a better year this year, eh? So anyway, this is my first video of 2021. Woo. Yeah. We're going to have some first thoughts on the game Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now, obviously I've just come off playing Immortals Phoenix Rising, so this is yet another Ubisoft game. However, that game didn't feel like a Ubisoft game. This one, however, does. It did get the top game bought at Christmas, #1, for some reason. It beat Call of Duty, and then randomly back to the next week. I think FIFA was next. But let's just have some little things here. There is a full in-game store. Currently, I haven't seen a need to buy any of these things. But I've only played the first 10 hours, I'd say. But there is a full in-game Helix shop, the same as all of the Assassin's Creed games have come with, and it just seems a little bit like, okay, fine. At the moment, it isn't feeling on purposely grindy, but then you never know what's going to happen. So one little annoyance I've noticed so far, that the voice speaking and everything when it comes into the actual game, it just seems a little bit off. Like, it's almost like they're not in sync, and the character animations are very, very poor in general. I've not been that impressed with them whatsoever. However, the landscapes of the game and the scenery and the actual look and feel of the architecture is absolutely amazing. Like, you can't believe that for some reason they've gone from having these poorly built character animations and expressions on people's faces, or just the same face repeated 30 times, that doesn't quite fit right with the rest of the well animated world, or well developed world of the different structures and mountains and foliage of the trees and like the rivers and the water and everything's absolutely amazing. And then you'll go and see some of these guys and they're just looking like something from a PS3 game. It's very weird at times, and it's almost like they haven't spent enough time on making the animations of the characters and everything very good, which just makes me feel a little bit less connected to the story. On a part of the storyline, the game is very slow going. I've gone around different parts. I've done a few of the tutorials to begin with. I've started the areas. Now, obviously, in true Assassin's Creed form, you don't have to do everything in order. You can do one part of the storyline and another bit of the storyline and another bit of the storyline and jump around all over the place, so you don't have to have just stuck on a linear path. But with that said, the story on each of the paths that you take just seems very slow, like grinding. It's like, when is this gonna get going, like type of thing. And it feels like unless it gets going soon, I'm going to get bored, type of thing. Now, slightly starting to get more into it, obviously having played for 10 hours, you'd expect so, wouldn't you? But, like, I hope that it gets some momentum going soon, more so in the different areas, in the different parts of the chapters, so that I can not get on with it per se, but so that I can get more into the story and more engrossed into the game. There's this cool little bit in the game that I did come across where you're in one of the settlements that you've taken over or whatever, and there's like a dice game in there, which is quite fun. You can probably just play that for an hour. And I mean, knowing Assassin's Creed, there's a trophy for winning 20 games in a row or something stupid. But yeah, that was quite cool. I did enjoy a couple of rounds of this dice game that they've created for the in-game, which was pretty smart. Furthermore, I did notice how actually silently assassinating people, what Assassin's Creed is really meant about seems to have gone the bye-bye. I've not really had to do many silent assassinations whatsoever. It's been more run in with my fleet of people, kill a bunch of people, overcome this area, like I'm more like a real-time strategy based type of game where I'm trying to tactically send in my team and figure out what the hell's going on. It's a bit non-Assassin's Creedy, which is a bit strange, but you know, it's alright. I mean, look at this area. This area here, where I am, the trees and everything look amazing, and then you'll come across some person and they're failing to their arms, up and down in the air like they're at some type of rave, shouting at a wall. And it's like, what are you doing? Why are you cheering and celebrating towards a wall? It's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. And that basically continues on through every area, every little bit. I mean, it seems to be a little bit like, oh, fine, that like, maybe that animation is supposed to be used in an area where you've just done, you know, killed a bunch of people and everybody's celebrating that you've conquered that area. But this was literally just one man looking at a wall, cheering. And it's like, well, what the hell did that have to happen there? Let's end this. So it's very confusing, because they're not in the right place. It's like you've just picked an animation out of a random set of animations, dumped it on a character, and there's no thought process as to how that person is doing that animation. Or that sequence, or whatever. It just seems to have been randomly placed on a person in the middle of nowhere, and that's it. Which just comes across a little bit strange. Now, at the moment, I am just going to carry on playing the game, and I will crack on with it and do whatever, and I will give some more full, in-depth report of my thoughts on the game towards the end or at the end. So I will make sure that I give you a review based on a whole playthrough, hopefully. But the current feeling is that I'm not blown away by it. And you see some of these reviews already online where they're like 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, greatest game ever. Like, no, I can't see how you can say it's one of the greatest games ever so far with my current experience, because it just seems a little bit sloppy in places. And I've gone from playing Immortals Phoenix Rising, another Ubisoft game, where I ridiculously enjoyed it, to this, and it's like, although some of the scenery and landscape is a hell of a lot prettier because it's like trying to be more realistic and not cartoon-like, let's say, but then all the animations of the characters are completely off. And I kid you not, earlier on in the game, right, you're in an area and it's all snowy and whatever, and you're on a farm, and quite literally I saw a pig flying through the air. A pig just flying through the air. It's like, for God's sakes, why the hell on this earth is a pig flying through the air? It just doesn't ring, well, not true, obviously, because pigs can't fly, funnily enough. But in Assassin's Creed Valhalla they can. It's just a joke. Why was that happening? That's about as bad as the guy dancing, cheering on a wall. Actually, it's probably worse. But them flames, like, they're amazing. Like, some of the stuff is really well done. One of the things I have been a little bit bugged about is the fact that the dual sense control is not really being utilised that well. You're walking on snow, there's no feeling in the control whatsoever. Where, like, crumbling over snow, you'd expect to feel it slightly. Nothing. On the grass, nothing. In water, nothing. Absolutely nothing. The only time you get a little bit of a vibration is when you enter a battle. So you run into a bunch of people and, you know, they've alerted you and it's sort of, ooh, and you get a little bit of vibration in the controller there. I don't think you even get vibrations when you get hit, which just seems a little bit bizarre to me. But anyway, that's going to do it for the video here with my initial thoughts on Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I do hope everybody has a good New Year, and if you want to know any more about my current experience as I'm going along, just drop some comments down below and I'll get back to you. Or, tweet me or whatever, I don't mind. But I don't know how long it will take me to go through the game, because it can take about 60 hours, I think. So it's going to be a while, because I can't sit here playing this day in, day out. I've got other stuff to do. But I will get back to you with a full, in-depth review of the game. I have noticed it has been on sale already, which is bizarre as hell, but you can already pick it up for like £35. So, or $35 or whatever, it's the same really. But yeah, that's going to do it for the video, so I do hope you have a good New Year, and I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.
Is that true?